Welcome back, everyone, to our Disney Plus live reaction review of the Ghost and Molly McGee, titled
Aqua Teen Hunger Ghost.
Today we have more ghostly shenanigans. Last time we saw Molly pretty much integrating herself into the community of Brighton. She joined a baseball team, she made best friends with the local Jinx, she rebuilt their concert stage. She's been pretty much trying to bring the town back to life, because we can tell that it's been in sort of a slump. Well, it was kind of indicated by Scratch's meter in terms of how miserable Brighton was, and now it seems that things are starting to get a little bit better. So from here we know things can only go downward, because we know that if things are good in Brighton, things are not good for Scratch. We haven't really addressed that yet, it's still kind of early, but I feel like we're going to be getting back on track with that. And we might do that today with today's episode.
Mama's gotta hustle, and hooray for Mollywood!
Yeah, I'm wondering if Scratch has to hustle some people to get some favors done. And I guess maybe Molly's going to be pursuing a acting career, presumably. Something along the line of acting.
Or some movie studio comes into town or something.
Possibly.
Yeah.
Instead, I imagine more shenanigans are afoot. So let's get started, shall we? And see how Molly makes her big Hollywood break. And play. That's the creators are both Bob.
So the Bobs from Office
it's the
Space?
McGee's cleaning song.
By cleaning
the basement.
Whoa. You've already ruined the rest of my house. Now you want to ruin my precious basement too?
Scratch, if you love the basement so much, why don't you live down there?
I'm upset by the principle of the thing. How would you like it if I messed with your thing? I understand why you think I did that, but I didn't.
I've been there, man.
I really
It's
hope
not
we can
fun.
afford these repairs. Don't worry, I have a no-risk business investment. Full disclosure, it requires access to cryptocurrency, frequent travel to Sweden, and a stomach for danger.
I'm falling for
Do you guys not have AAA?
Since our whole family uses the van, we should all pitch in.
It's probably just a small, teeny, tiny problem that won't cost much money to fix.
Famous last word.
It's a huge problem. It's gonna cost a lot of money to fix.
Big
I
shock.
don't suppose you take an old Subshack punch card? It's got a free BLT. We can all just stay at home, going absolutely
steals
nowhere with
a
our
subway
lives.
card.
Forever. Doesn't that sound fun, kids?
With all the moving costs, utility bills, credit card debt, now we have another mouth to feed.
I'm a growing ghoul.
He did steal his card.
And now that we're settled down in our forever home, it makes sense to have a second income. That's right, Mama's getting a job!
Does their dad not work anymore then? Because, I mean, if they were able to afford moving constantly.
So far away.
I should be a meter maid. Then I get paid to tell people they're bad parkers. Love that.
Yeah, I mean...
Yeah, but then you're universally hated.
Brain surgeon?
We consider nuisance lawsuits. I know a lawyer named Ramon who is not encumbered with so-called ethics.
Like always, Scratch is the hero. Go cook.
I worked in my parents' restaurant growing up, and that was enough kitchen work for a lifetime. Never say go cook again!
Also, food service is like the worst job,
Firing at the stove.
Yes.
and doesn't pay very well.
Nope.
Whoa. You were not kidding.
Pete, you and the boys go ahead and start in on the basement. Aw.
What do you mean, boy?
Does that mean the dad does all the cooking? Big pig.
It's for odd jobs. Someone needs a job done, you do it, you get paid, mama. What's the cake?
Handing out free food.
Okay, fine, I'll come.
Whoa, that's the biggest centipede I've ever seen. They say if you see one centipede, there's 1,000 more you can't see.
I think that's covered.
Ah.
Centipedes too. I scream, you scream, we all scream for protein.
You get paid for that if you're giving the stuff away for free.
Oh, you know, I eat food right out of garbage. But this is garbage.
Protein bar? Protein bar? Dad, I think I found something.
Hopefully not more centipedes.
Even better, a tiny, mysterious, old-timey door. Can we open it?
Oh boy.
Daryl, I'm not exaggerating when I say I've been waiting my entire life for a moment like this. 100.
If 2020 has taught me anything, do not open that door.
I'm getting strong Coraline vibes.
You pay us.
Wait, can dogs see me?
Good question. I guess they can. No wonder dogs are always barking at nothing. Ow.
Come on, door. Please open.
I bet it's a secret vault where an old gangster stored all his loot.
See, man.
Wishful thinking.
Forget fixing the van, we'll be able to buy a new one. Maybe one that's electric and drives itself and has a cup holder. No, 2 cup holders.
No.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Slow down, Horace.
Whoa.
That door obviously leads to another world. A centipede world.
Nah. Oh, God.
Mayor and a centipede school. Maybe a centipede jail filled with super buff centipede convicts.
Every day is leg day.
Every mission make millions.
Love it. Counterpoint, I don't think Centipede World is real.
Remember when you didn't think ghosts were real?
Point.
Okay, you raise a good point.
Maybe it's like a bootlegger sort of thing.
Okay, next task. Shovel buffalo patties.
What are buffalo?
Because we can't say cow pie.
Do we have enough money to pay for the van repairs yet?
Not nearly enough.
Mom, it's not enough. Yes.
So I guess the buffalo can see him too.
Aiming my gun with the safety up, safety up, safety up.
Oh boy, buffalo testicles.
Gonna need a montage. Summon the beekeeper. Oh, is that Squid Games that everybody's talking about?
Wait, what?
She said toxic mold.
You can hear the music. That's a lot of chores to do in like one
See
day.
a doctor?
And some of that I'm like, is she even qualified?
Like no wonder they're making so little. It's basically slave wages.
Or I will remember this moment forever.
When you and I, father and son, work together to unravel a mystery beyond all imagination and save this family from financial ruin.
Just wait till Scratch gets home and he can open it for you. Also, how can Molly work legally?
Again, some of that stuff she wasn't even qualified for. Oh, did they get to keep the honey?
Mom, we gotta be
Oh,
close
that's
to our
something.
goal by now.
Huzzah!
We actually did it!
We did it!
Pete, honey, great news. We just... What?
Yeah, craziest thing. We were just down here cleaning and only cleaning, and suddenly boom. So we're gonna need a new hot water heater. Hello? And she hung up.
Oh, Mom can never know the truth, and though it'll cost us hundreds of dollars to fix, can you really put a price on the bond between a father and his son?
No, son. No, you can't.
We fixed one problem, another one crops up.
I'm sorry,
It's
Mom.
life.
Being a grown-up must be hard.
You know, I liked getting out there too. Trying jobs I'd never heard of. I should keep being a gig pig. Our family clearly needs the cash. Perfect timing. Let's see the job. Help me.
Wow, animals do not like him.
Yeah.
The Ghost and Molly McGee.
They freaking broke the water here. Wow. First off, that's a horrible place to put a water heater. Like, why would you put it behind a wall with a smaller door? How did you even get that there? Was that like walled off? Like, it's one thing to like mess up a car, another thing to mess up the water. Like, ugh.
Sir, I'm gonna have to ask you to turn that off.
See? Movie magic.
Just like the movies, I snuck in my own snacks. Good news, Scratch and I found the scariest movie ever.
There's a ghost! And there's nothing scarier than ghosts.
There could be a way more scary things than
That
ghosts.
wasn't even scary.
And those ghost stereotypes? Answer me this, Molly. Do I talk like this all the time? Get out of the house!
Sometimes you know.
Well, that's just for effect, but...
We could probably make a better movie ourselves.
It's a great idea. Let's make a horror movie.
I want to see those
We've
credits.
got a real ghost.
I'll do it!
I see the word gas.
Performance of an afterlife time.
Libby can write the scripts, and Daryl, you can film it on your phone.
I didn't get the phone with 6 cameras for no reason.
Let's
That's
make
way
some
too many
movie
cameras.
magic.
Are we sure Libby's not a ghost because her script is spooky accurate.
Now, try on your costume. But that's for Angela. Yes, and who better to bring Angela to life than you, the writer who created her, right? Also, you're the only person available.
Oh, no. Molly, the very thought of people watching me on screen in HD makes me...
Molly, do we really need blood in a ghost movie?
You know what? I'll surprise you.
We're trying to keep this like PG-13, guys.
That's our Canadian cousin Carl.
Yeah, I'm the ghost.
Carl.
He's visiting.
I am the box ghost.
Okay, gather round, crew, gather round.
Beware.
We are here for one reason and one reason only. But we've got something Hollywood doesn't. We've got to be home for dinner, so let's get shooting!
Scenario.
Oh my god, how much blood is that? Where did he get that?
All of this blood.
Sure clumps.
It's dark then.
Ugh.
Whoa.
Action!
Are they filming on the baseball field?
Line?
No, seriously, we're trying to play a game here. Get out.
Why would you film while they're doing a game?
I barely got to use my fake blood.
Whoa! Someone call the police. There's a fashion crime in progress.
We're making a ghost movie, Andrea. Andrea Davenport, an hour movie?
Molly McGee, you read my mind!
Oof.
Meet at the store warehouse tomorrow morning. It's where we shoot our commercials, so we've got all the sets and equipment we need.
What?
We're gonna make the best movie ever. Okay, love you, bye!
I told you.
Resources.
I'm gonna make the assumption she's rich, so I say take advantage of it.
Little more. Whoa! Now this is the star treatment I deserve.
Okay.
I call this Before.
Okay.
Oh, you ruined craft
It's all very
services.
impressive, but don't be distracted by the razzle-dazzle. We just gotta focus on our goal and... Sweet baby corn, that chair has my name on it!
Meh.
The most beautiful thing I've ever seen. Our vision is coming to life!
Yeah, so about that, Andrea had a few notes on my script.
Okay.
The lead
Oh,
character should be more relatable,
Why not?
aspirational. Sounds good. Beautiful, but not know how beautiful she is.
Is that a thing?
Oh, and also, her name should be Andrea. Oh, okay.
So she's a Mary
But who
Sue.
cares what the main character's called, as long as the movie's great? Plus, none of them
Yay,
have to
studio
do with him.
interference.
That's true.
Maybe I shouldn't have taken this shortcut through the scary woods.
Cue the ghost.
Line.
Boo.
Right.
Oh no! The hitchhiker's ghost is coming to eat my soul! Thank goodness I'm wearing Swedish Memory foam running shoes.
Oh my
Now
god. Attention, YouTube viewers. Something horrible and awful has happened. Our memory card ran out of space. Yeah, I goofed and I didn't check to see how much memory was on the camera before we started recording. We had done back-to-back to Amphibia and Molly McGee, and about halfway through the episode on Mollywood, we ran out of space, and we had like 5 minutes left to, in addition to our retrospective of the 2 episodes. So yeah, it was a real bummer when I realized that, and unfortunately my camera doesn't tell me when it runs out of memory. I'm still getting used to this because it is a new camera, and I'm used to the old one always displaying how much memory is left on it, whereas this one I have to like actually swipe it and go in to check, which kind of sucks because then it just escapes my mind. So my bad. So unfortunately, this second half of Molly McGee, we're going to have to do review style since we don't exactly feel comfortable reacting to it again, since again we just saw it and we pretty much said the whole thing without realizing we weren't being recorded. So what did we think of Mollywood? Yeah, Hollywood sucks. It's no surprise that once she teamed up with Andrea that she would have taken over the entire production and zapped all the horror out of their horror film, making it this stupid, like, teen romance thing that stars only her. I mean, who didn't see that coming?
You can see immediately that despite the fact that Molly's getting all these perks and the bigger budget, you see obviously everybody's starting to get phased out, like her brother's getting replaced by a professional cameraman.
Like, that I understood because he kind of was a sucky cameraman, so it made sense to bring in a professional. But yeah, once he started replacing Libby and then Molly herself, that's when it got to be way too much.
And then there's Scratch, who freaking destroyed craft services. I can forgive a lot of things, but craft freaking services, how dare you?
One consistent theme in this whole episode with the two back-to-back is that Scratch keeps eating throughout all of it, which confuses me because he's a ghost, and I don't see how they can eat, but whatever. And yeah, he just goes to town on the friggin' catered food.
Not even that, he literally eats the table. The freaking table with all contents on it.
I just wonder how that looks to people that can't see him. Does, the table just disappear? Or does everything turn to mush? They never explain that.
And then he knocks it over, leaving it empty. I'm like, come on. Dude, these guys need to eat.
Yeah, they're probably being paid minimum, in order to film this prepubescent teen's vanity project. Come on.
But yeah, and then, you see all the Andrea's studio interference, so you know exactly where this is going. And basically, it's like she wants to make Twilight, but with ghosts, but the ghosts are cute.
It's like those people that try to ruin Halloween and take all the horror and gore out of it in favor of being more kid-friendly. I despise that so much. The point is, Halloween's supposed to be scary, but the fact that, movies are trying so hard to make monsters that usually terrify us into, these cute, cuddly creatures that you can depend on to babysit your kids, that rubs me the wrong way so much. And we've seen how bad that horror romance can get. I mean, look at frickin' Twilight. How do you suck out everything that makes vampires great? Oh yeah, just make him a guy from Hot Topic who glitters in the sun.
And then, yeah, when Molly finally realized Andrea's taken over the whole thing and has replaced her as director, even got rid of her nice chair, it's that's when she finally wises up and lets Scratch go to town.
She was the guy in the chair, and Andrea took that away from her, which meant that Scratch had to enact her revenge. That was probably the best part of the episode, just seeing him unleashed, and best of all, seeing Molly being supportive of it, too, because that was a thing that kind of bothered me, and I was worried about, as if Molly's goody two-shoeness and, upbeat attitude and determination to make friends would hinder Scratch's ability to actually, scare people, which he needs to do in order to stay in the human world. But I was glad to see that it got to a point where she's like, Scratch, go ahead.
Hulk, smash. And then they do a Carrie parody with the blood being dropped all over Andrea.
Yeah. Serves her right.
Yeah. And I forgot, Molly's brother has been relegated since he can't do the main camera work. He can at least still do behind the scenes stuff. And he gets enough footage for a little short piece.
Yeah, because he was filming with his camera, and you think he must have filmed everything, so they can actually salvage their movie and use it to make what they wanted. But then they show the final product at the end, because this whole thing starts because their family has, horror movie night, and the movie that they chose to see sucked. That's what prompts Molly and the others to film their own. So you're expecting this one to be legitimately scary, especially because they have friggin' Scratch there to be the actual ghost. And as we've seen, he can be quite scary. But the video is 5 seconds long, and it's just of Andrea being scared by Scratch and doused in blood, and that's it. And I'm just really? And it's weird because we see them filming beforehand, except with Libby as the main character. And I assume they got some footage. Like, I know her brother botched a lot of it, but I thought they had something to salvage. They could have made some sort of, like, you know, like, home movie version that would have kind of sucked, but at the same time would have been an actual movie, not just a 5-second clip. If anything, it looked more like Carrie in 5 seconds or something like that.
Well, keep in mind, it's probably longer than we think it is, because they're just shortening it for our benefit.
Yeah, but if they had, like, a montage through it, like, started and then faded and then it jumps to the end, that I could have bought, but we saw it in its entirety, beginning to end, and it was just 5 seconds long. I just feel like a little bit cheated with that, and I mean, the parents were supportive, of course, because they made it, but at the same time, I'm like, really? You went through all that for, like, 5 seconds? Movies in a nutshell. It was so cute seeing Libby basically embracing her love of horror. It's funny, she's such a contradictory character in a way because she's so shy and introverted and she's kind of a jinx too. So you think naturally she'd be scared of a lot of things, but she actually is like a legit horror fan and she writes the entire script. And despite the fact that she, I guess, has stage fright or is camera shy or something, she still puts on the outfit and she still acts in it, you know, tries to stay true to her vision and to help Molly. So I applaud her for that. It was so cute at the end where she saw her name in the credits as the writer, and then she got so excited and just, like, took a picture of herself with it. Seriously, we need more Libby. Like, screw Andrea. I don't know why people like Andrea so much. They're always saying how she's so pretty, and she'd be good with Molly and stuff, and I'm just like, no, come on.
No. First off, not every rival or enemy needs to be redeemed. Some of them, they're gonna be bad. Mm-hmm. Let them be bad.
And not even bad, just more annoying than anything. Maybe, like, minimum antagonist at most, but I just hope that she kind of stays that way, because, yeah, like you said, not everybody needs a redemption arc, not everybody needs to be shipped. If anything, I ship Libby more with Molly than I do Andrea.
Yeah, no, I mean, we already have Owl House. We had a rather bad approach to it in She-Ra. I mean, we knew it was going to happen. It's just the final execution of it just didn't really gel so well. I felt they really could have done a better job at that, but that's a different show. But yeah, I feel like we don't need every show to have, the bad guy turn into the love interest in the end.
Yeah, that's kind of a toxic mentality. Yeah. That's like saying every abuser has the ability to change, which, as a lot of people know, they don't.
It's why we get a lot of these freaking live-action Disney movie remakes with the bad guy being sympathetic in some way, shape, or form. It's like...
I can't stand that.
No. I think the only real time I've liked it is when, they showed Jafar in the live-action Aladdin. Because at least in that case, that was a cautionary tale of what Aladdin could become. Right. So at least in that respect, it's like, he's not redeemable, but you could see Aladdin kept on this path, he'd become Jafar.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So a hard pill for some people to swallow. Mm-hmm. Some people are just assholes. And you can't do anything about it.
Sometimes the customer's just an asshole.
Exactly. So what's our next episode?
Next time we have Not So Honest Abe and the Best of Nintentions.
Could we be dealing with Nintendo?
No, I think it's one of, Scratch's friends, if the screenshot of the episode is any indication.
Yeah, we definitely need to get to more Scratch-centered episodes, because he really was just background in these 2 episodes. Like I said, his thing was mostly either just eating or getting chased by animals. And yeah, he kind of helps out, especially in terms of scaring Andrea during the movie. But I think we need to focus on him a little more, because we don't know in terms of how the scale of Brighton is doing, because we know that Molly is really, exercising her influence to make things better. So I'm just wondering if he's going to start to catch wind of that or not. I just want to see a little more focus on him. Don't get me wrong, I like Molly, but, Scratch is the more fun character, let's admit. And I just want to see more quips, and chances are he's probably going to deal with, what's his name, Jeff again? With a G. His name is Jeff. And until next time, when we see what other shenanigans Scratch can get up to, which probably include food, I'm Kat MacBerrie.
I'm Doug MacBerrie.
And don't destroy craft services. Those people work very hard, and people are hungry, especially when they're making a movie. We don't need some asshole ghost eating them all up. Just leave the food alone. You can get it elsewhere.